One of the caravans we're looking at has a pop out. It's pretty big, pretty huge.
Come in.
It's got a really huge awning. It's quite nice. It's a double axle.
You thought it was a normal couch?
I did. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, it actually reclines all the way back. That's good sleep there right now. Sleep snake for 2 people. Hey guys, so this bit is just like a quick, this is what it looked like when we first got it. This is actually the first time we ever stepped inside this caravan. Kind of fell in love with it instantly. And yeah, that's what it looked like. It was a pretty standard old thing, and now it's goddamn beautiful. Hey, so me and Naomi here, we're renovating that little bit. See this bit here? We're planning on cutting it out, and we've done this side. This is one we've prepared earlier. So I think we've done a pretty good job with the cutting. I couldn't get this corner, just because...
Place a TV in there now.
Sorry?
Place a TV in there.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be a little ridiculous. How many TVs does your place have? 4. But yeah, so we're gonna have LED lights up here, along there. We're gonna make it a lot nicer. You'll see, hopefully it's all good. And yeah, I gotta cut this out with something that isn't this, because I can't make that corner, it's too close to the wall. So I'll have to sort of, I don't know, saw it by hand, find something to use. So I've removed the carpet on the sides, all that stuff there, all the stuff around the sides everywhere. This is the sort of carpet that's going to go back. I'm going to go back in place of that disgusting white carpet. So far, from what I have previously possibly shown, I'm not sure. I put this in. Oh, focus. There we go. Put this in. I've liquid nailed it so it's solid, and I bogged the side part here so it's nice and smooth. It needs a little bit more in some areas, as you can see. Just going to fill that in a little bit more. There's a couple of parts, but yeah, filled this whole side totally in. That's pretty smooth. Obviously there is some more parts that need to be filled in, so I'll do that and then I'll sand that back again. This side's pretty good. And I bought, Nay and I bought a ridiculous amount of this carpet, so I had to cut them all to size, which is my first time cutting it. I probably should have got one of those little chalk, I don't know what I call it, like a chalk string or something. Put it on each side and go, and it leaves like a mark. I wish I would have got that, because I've been using sort of just like measuring tape and this to get a good angle. Hasn't been very easy, but I figured it out, and it looks like it fits pretty well, which is good. So just finished cutting this one. As you could see before, it fit pretty nicely. Look at that, snug. In fact, it's so snug in there that it holds itself there, which is pretty cool. So that's going to go in there, like that. I think this will make the caravan look quite a bit nicer. Whoa. So that's going to be along there. We're also going to have the carpet up the top, just up there. Yep, the one there as well. So we're going to put these switches over here. These switches, they're going to be on the outside of the carpet, so it'll like look nice and flush. So, reupholstering the, I don't know what they're really called, curtain covers, maybe, I guess. So I have, I'm not really sure if I'm doing it right, it's the first time doing it, so I just staple along there, pull it around again, remove the bath. Gonna remove all this, because we want it to we just want it to be a shower, like a bigger shower, because it was a tiny bath, it like cut in heaps. Obviously there's a lot of cables and such, so we're gonna have to really waterproof it, so that's going to be tricky, because we don't want to spend a heap of money and try and do this on the cheap, but still, well, so we're definitely going to do it ourselves. Yeah, we're also going to remove this, and we're going to have like a little bowl one, hopefully. I don't know if it's all going to happen, but we'll do what we can. And yeah, so we just reupholstered this yesterday. Gonna make sure I didn't get any paint on it. Painting this now, we painted all these, and carpeted this, nice carpet, carpeted this, got these little buttons that light up. I thought it was pretty cool. It was not easy to put in. show you what it looked like to put in. All these little cables and such down there. And I've also got an infinity mirror, which I put in myself. And I made a little switch up here. And look at that. Hope that shows the trippiness of it. So Nate's gonna have 2 of these as well. We've only got 1. Inconveniently, so that's the little light in there. That's the light outside. Inconveniently, when I bought these things, I bought 4. They sent me 3 good ones, and 1, I think it's called a momentary switch, where you click it in and it's on, and then when you let go, it turns off. So you have to like hold it down to have it on, which is insanely inconvenient because you obviously want to just click something on. You don't have to be like, come on, stay on. So also the light was white, so they couldn't have screwed that up more, which is really annoying. And it took like 2 months to come because I wanted one that was yellow. I don't know, I like it yellow. I feel like it looks better like that than a white one. I probably could get a white one in like a week or something, but it took like 2 months. And they're missing one of the lights, so I contacted them, and apparently it's going to take another 2 months. So that's fine as it is at the moment. I'll just finish all the painting and such. And yeah, there's a lot to go, but it's a bit of a catch-up video. I'll show you when it's a bit more done. Painted all those, got everything taped up, painted them. So we chose a different color to do like the sort of accents, I guess. As you can see, I think it looks quite nice, the difference in color. But yeah, so originally we painted this the same color as this, and then we realized it looked kind of so I repainted it with a tester, and then realized the tester wasn't strong enough to resist like a light scratch. So we're like, god damn it, so I'll paint it with the semi-gloss. So I went to Bunnings, bought some what I thought was semi-gloss. They sold me gloss, and it was incredibly glossy, like ugh. Like it looked very plasticky. So I had to sand it off and then repaint it with semi-gloss. So this thing has been painted like, and it's been undercoated as well. So, whew, so many coats. But it's gonna be strong now, that's for sure. Hell yeah. So yeah, we have finished the bedroom apart from the carpet. Figure may as well do that last because let's be honest, it's gonna get messy, and it's a real like, it's like rabbit fox fur or something. I can't remember what it's called. It's really nice, and it's too nice to get messed up. But yeah, so also painted around those little bits there. I'm pretty sure I've already made a video of this. Carpet at the top, all that sort of thing. We're still in the process of figuring out how we're going to make this bath into a shower whilst being 100% sealed, because there is a lot of cables. Yeah, also move this up a bit so the toilet bowl can actually open, toilet seat can open all the way, which is definitely needed. We found out we can print out a 2 meter by 1 meter picture for the door. So we're going to have something on this side, something on the other side to make it a little nicer. I'm not sure if we're going to put a vent in here or just like cover it up, because yeah, if this opens and the drawer comes out, it can lock us in or lock us out. And yeah, going to reupholster this still. We want to make the couch match. I don't think we want it to match the these bits. I think I've showed that I've reupholstered those. I'm not sure. Anyway, we reupholstered these as well. Yeah, the ones in here as well. I think they're looking pretty dapper. And yeah, that little bit up there as well. You can see that. And yes, we want to do this, and you know, all the pillows and such. Not sure what color I'm painting this. Yeah, at the moment I'm painting the drawers, the doors and drawers, and then I'm going to take them out and do the back bits, because there's not a lot of room in the Caravan to paint everything, because like I've been doing it there, but that fits like 2, maximum 3 drawers, so it's tricky to do all this. So I'm going to do all the faces while they're on it, and just, you know, open it and, you know, do the underneaths and all that, and then do the backs. I'll probably have to take it off to do the backs, unfortunately. But anyway, it's a bit of a catch up on what we're doing. Also got some here it is, some really strong enamel, epoxy enamel, to do the outer areas, like this sort of stuff and this sort of stuff. Also got my dad's welder, so I can weld on. There's the welder, and the other thing is here somewhere. There we go. So I can weld on this type of size to there. Whoop. So I reckon that'll. Oh my god! I just painted my phone. Whoops! Don't walk around with that in your hands. Oh no! Oh, still recording? Yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna weld that, sand it, and weld it, and then I'm gonna paint everything with that epoxy paint. So yeah, it's gonna look good when it's done. Looking forward to painting a bit, and I'm getting pretty close to done now, I reckon. So finished doing this and all the backdrop. I actually didn't realize how nicely this matched with. Oh god, there's a bit of paint there. Hopefully that scratches off nice and easy. Actually, bit of acetone will probably do it. That might connect a bit. Might use some kerosene. Not quite so viscous, I think the word is. Anyway, so yeah, I've painted all this, all that. Got a few still drying, if you can see the shininess to it. And they're gonna go there and there. It was incredibly hard to get there. Like, screws were like back there, because we can't pop this out yet, because it's still against the fence. The next door neighbor's fence. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, so it's tricky. I'm gonna have to do this properly when I pop it out, then I can get to the bits there. So then we got the flooring to do, and the trims. We're gonna do these bits. Some of those trims, and there's not many left. There's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so door and just pretty much like 3. Done all the ones in here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course we're gonna do this, which I'm dreading because we can't afford any of the stuff that like to make it legitly done. So yeah, we're gonna have to MacGyver something out of that. There's also like power cables all underneath, so it obviously has to be really well sealed. And there's like a power cable going outside, 240 volts, and we've got the two 12 volt connections. Yeah, so we'll figure that out. I don't know what we're gonna do there, but coming together. This is Naomi cleaning the door, getting ready for some little bit of painting. We've removed the carpet, and we've painted all down there, the timeless grey. She's looking pretty good. Took out this wall for the shower, and yeah, we got we ordered the shower head and the shower arm, and we just bought this from Bunnings, which looks absolutely beautiful. It's a shower mixer. It's going to sit right in the middle of the shower, and it is going to be beautiful. It's very minimalistic looking. We're painting the skirting boards for the carpets going soon, and the door frame. Oh yeah, getting there. Look, give me a kiss. Mwah. Working on the Caravan. So trying to put in this. This is it, by the way. The shower head we got. And the gooseneck, whatever it's called. This is also the mixer. It's pretty beautiful. I haven't got the end on yet. I'll show you what it's like in a bit. I also put a new door handle on, which is pretty beautiful. And we painted the sides because we're going to put the what's it called, like the pictures and stuff over this, so we don't really need to paint it. But yeah, this is the inside of the shower. Gonna bolt that there, and just found out that this is still not high enough. So I'm gonna have to see if you can see that's like recessed in an angle, so I can put this up. This actually should be going up like that, so that's in the roof, and we get that much headspace, because we're gonna need it, because this takes up a bit of floor space, so we lose, like, I don't know if that, yeah, I can't really go any further down, so we lose roughly that much space. So hopefully that will make up enough of the difference, but it'll be close, and you may have to stand back a little bit for the shower and have it just a bit more of like that angle. Oh, it's already that, is it? Oh no, more like that, and it'll be a bit further up. But oh man, it's tricky. It's tricky stuff, trying to figure this out. Definitely not a plumber, but I will be after this. I got it on to the height that I need. Look at that, it's perfect. Perfect. That's as much as I can get it high. Only thing is, if I'm trying to turn that on, it'll hit that and won't be able to screw on properly. I'm not sure if that was accurate, hopefully it was. But I figured out, I'm pretty sure I went on the roof and it looks like this isn't the only cover. There's actually another cover above this one. And it gives me maybe like that much room for, obviously it has it for insulation or ceiling and such. So I'm going to unscrew these and hopefully it gives me the space I need to get this on. Fingers crossed, otherwise I can't do this and the shower's going to be like the whole time I'm having a shower. So let's make this work. This is a very nice height that it is at now. If my feet were to be like higher, it wouldn't be as nice at all. And we're going to have white tile backdrop and we'll have a black bowl sink with hopefully another rose gold copper, rose goldy copper coloured tap for that as well. But it will raise up to probably here. There we go. It's quite tricky actually, like trying to do all this stuff with the amount of space Caravan has. It's not a huge amount. It'd be pretty cool to have like a house amount of space, but a portability of a Caravan, that would be amazing. But that's tricky. And yeah, I guess so huge trucks and stuff like that, but no. This is the way to go, I reckon. And it's gonna look beautiful. I can see it now. Now to cut some holes for the what's it called? Through the wall. And then that'll be sticking out and I'll waterproof that with the shower head, and the wall's got to sit over that. It's a little inconvenient with the wall. If you can see this, let me just put it on the side. Sorry about the confusion, but that isn't, wait, where's the other wall? There it is. It actually sticks out a little bit. So I think I might have to make these come out like a centimeter or so more. So it's got room for this one. It's a bit of a shame, but I need to have it on that angle to get the headroom. So I think a centimeter of space won't matter too much. Bit unfortunate, but I didn't really see much of a way around that unless I really drill into this, and then it might not be as strong. So I don't know. I probably could do that. I might still do that. So we obviously want to have a flat wall here. So these were sticking out a little bit, so I had to pull them outside a little bit. I siliconed it around. I'll show you later. I've cleaned that up a little bit. It's a bit smoother than it was. Either way, tiles it's gonna go gluer than tiles, so it doesn't really matter about 100% smoothness because the tiles are straight. I've done all the waterproofing on the sides. I'm gonna put a piece of probably marine ply up here because the original bit only goes to here, and we want it to go to here, so we can like shove pieces of shove toilet paper rolls behind it. So we can like hold toilet paper rolls all the way down and not have to like have a massive stack of toilet paper somewhere, because that actually takes up a bit of space. And yeah, so I've done all this. We'll probably tile this whole bit. I'm not sure yet, because then it might look weird if we only do a bit of the roof, because that doesn't line up to here. It's sort of, you know what I mean? It's not even. Like if I follow that along, it hits it like here. So I don't know what we're gonna really do. But either way, at the moment I have to do this, and the original connectors on them are these things here, and they connected onto the end of this. Sorry, onto the end of that. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing instead of the camera, and that was sticking out too much, so I had to cut them off, and I'm going to solder them down like that. So I made a little cut there, so we go positive, positive, and then the cable is going to be going down there, and obviously that can't stick out, so I'm gonna have to cut through like that, like I did with this bit here. Same with this side here. You have to cut them so I can push them into the wall, and then tape over everything so it's totally flush, and then the wall will go on nicely over all this flush stuff. So that's the only way I think I can do it. And I also want to drop that down a bit further. So far I did a bit of cleaning up, vacuuming. It looks considerably nicer when it's vacuumed and all the stuff is away. So in order to put this on, I have to have this back plate so I can seal it properly with the waterproofing. So I've connected this back plate on to a piece of wood back here that I've put in, which is the perfect distance, and that is pretty perfect. I think it's a slight bit difference, but that shouldn't make a difference enough. And then I'm going to stick that to the top, or that one to the bottom, because I made all the cuts for the cables already. And this one here, I think, for the top. And I got to get a little hole cutter thing for this. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do it without having to make a big hole, obviously, because it has to go up and then down, but there's not room to go up, so I don't know, I'll figure that out. But at the moment, I'm going to do this because this is going to go on once all that's done, and I got to wait for that to dry, so not a lot more I can do. I can still cut those holes, but I've got to go to Bunnings and get one of those pieces. Alright, so I'm going to put some LEDs just along here, like so. So I'm going to solder them with this amazing soldering iron. God damn, I love it. And connect them all up, and then I'm going to run the cable through here, and then through down there, and then all the way down to here, which I plan on having a little, so yeah, I think it was, yeah, probably around here, I was going to have a cutout that's gonna, I might connect them across just in case for when I do make this cutout. I don't have to worry about cutting into it. So yeah, I'm going to have a little cutout here for shampoo and such. And I want to have a little switch on it so you can switch it and turn the light on up above. And I also want a little LED under there to illuminate all the soaps. Probably not necessary, but I think it'll look a bit classier. So I'm going to do it. But yeah, right now I got to do this. I'm soldering this now. I've been testing this to make sure it's working as I'm going. Where is it? Here it is. I've only got a little it's called 18650 charger. It was for two batteries. It's like, I think it's like 6 volts or something, but it's a good way to sort of test it. Obviously 6 volts is not much, so these run on 12 volts, so it's about half the brightness. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, I like those scissors. But yeah, it's about the half the brightness that it will be, but it's good to test it as you go, because sometimes, oh my god, that smells so bad. Ugh. Sometimes these little things do just sort of crack off and you don't notice, and you do not want to finish all this or finish parts and then just realize that it was a shitty solder. So yeah, it's a good way to do it. Also, I was gonna say before, I've now cut this lower so this isn't sticking up ridiculously high. It would be nice to get it a little lower, get an extra bit of foot room, but it only goes so far down here, like that. That's it, the downness it goes, and then the where is it? Here it is. And then this thing has to have a bit of room as well, so it's probably like the lowest it can really go anyway. But yeah, unfortunately, this pipe that it came with isn't long enough, because it needs to go needs to be about here. So I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. I mean, like, I could just cut it and change the pipe or replace the whole thing, but I'm trying to do it as cheap as possible. So I might use another one of those rubber connectors just to, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It might be. Either way, I'll figure that out, because that's got to be done properly. But yeah, try and do everything on the absolute cheapest, so yeah, it's tricky. Cut these out, so this fits pretty nicely. Perfect. And this has a little faceplate thing that goes over that. And unfortunately, this has to be sticking out only that much, because it's only so long. And it's the best I could really do without it hitting the wood on the other side, because it has to come up at an angle, which is kind of annoying. But it can't stick out very much. Sort of sucks for waterproofing, obviously. But I'm going to put this thing recessed into the wall anyway, and that has another like little faceplate thing on it, so I can just silicone that up and it'll be good enough. Should be fine. And yeah, so at the moment I can't waterproof any of this until I got this little shut cupboard thing here that I want to make. So it's going to come off. There we go. So I'm going to have to cut a square out of that, roundabouts there, and make it so I can have the cupboard back here, little recessed in, probably here or so. And I found a pallet that I smashed to pieces right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably can. And yeah, it's down the road. Wouldn't fit in my girlfriend's car, so I used the electric skateboard to carry it home. Oh man, it is so hot today. It's like 27 or something. Whew. Celsius, if that matters. Yeah, so I've got these pieces recycled from the pallet, and I'm going to cut this in half along there and put one piece on this side, one piece on the other side, cables, and then a flat piece of probably marine ply, because I've got a bit of spare, over it like that, to be one wall of the of this stuff. And this cable goes to the lights that I'm going to have up there, and this double cable down here is 14 volts. I tested it. It was just randomly just laying there, just cut like that. So I'm not sure exactly what it used to be to, but yeah, now it's for my light, so that'll work well. Cut it all the size and all that. The little cutout that I'm going to have in here. So I have to still connect the bottom, but I gotta wait until all these side bits are finished gluing so I can take these nails out. And yeah, so all these cables will be tucked nicely behind. I've waterproofed them all, and this is what it's gonna do. Oh man, it's a little loose. I'll just sort of have it sitting there so you can see what it looks like. Haven't soldered anything yet because that's gonna go up there, and it's gonna be annoying if it's hanging around while I'm doing everything else. So it's probably one of the last things I solder. But yeah, it's pretty nice. You just switch it off, switch it on. I also ran a little 12 volt extra cable, which I've just cut the end off so it can't fuse, to here. And just in case when it is in the wall and I'm pulling it, not knowing how much I've got a little knot on it so I don't screw myself up there. This is as low as I'm pretty sure I can really get it. It's pretty low. It used to be like up here or so, maybe even a little higher, yeah, because this was covered. So yeah, the standing point was like, yeah, like around here, which is absolutely ridiculous having your head in that thing. So this is the lowest I got it. Now I just gotta test it out to see. Whoa. Snakes away pretty well. So it looks like that's probably where it stays. That's not too bad. So I finally finished cutting all of the pieces and almost ready to put the floor on. So I managed to move this over a bit more and put some blocks underneath it so it can be stepped on comfortably. That's just for a little extra support on the sides. Drew the line of where it's going to be. If you can only just see that, it's pretty hard. It's just grey lead and it is on this stuff, so it's tricky to see. So I cut these out. I was at a friend's house, my friend named Anthony. He's a pretty solid dude. I would have been a lot tricky to do this stuff without him because he's lent me a lot of tools and such. And yeah, when I was there discussing like the tools and like what I was doing, apparently him and his brother said it is ridiculous that I'm trying to. I showed him the photo of all the supports and all that, and apparently it's ridiculous me trying to have that many supports and only 6 mil, like thickness wise. And yeah, they were both pretty adamant, pretty sure that it wouldn't be enough. Like 6 mil was like way too low. Even though I had so many supports, apparently if you step on it, it will still sag. So he gave me this for free. He was tossing it out. It's just like it's an old shitty piece. And yeah,